So Tiffany Haddish is breaking her silence when paparazzi caught up with her at LAX, and she revealed because of this lawsuit, she has no jobs in sight. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, your #1 source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So yesterday we posted 2 videos talking about this lawsuit that was brought against Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears for this inappropriate video that featured minors. Jane Doe and John Doe had this lawsuit against the 2 comedians that was filmed a few years ago. However, John Doe, it's still to be noted, and the reason why they decided this case moved from state to federal court and sealed was to protect him because he's still a minor. So a lot of you have seen this video, this comedic skit that the 2 starred in with these children. But you also probably know that these children were the children of Tiffany's friend. And look, I know there are multiple people saying, well, she had friends, you know, this was a shakedown, and Tiffany and the mom were just recently photographed back in 2020. Look, all of that can be true. Do I believe maybe there was a money grab in the situation? Yeah. However, if you've seen clips from this video, then you already know, no matter what, these children, no matter about the parents or who was involved and if the mom was there, regardless, these children were taken advantage of. So no matter how we want to rationalize and defend Tiffany Haddish or Aries Spears, there is no rationalizing what we saw in this video. Even though some of you have really tried, but there's no rationalizing. And I still cannot even fathom what Tiffany Haddish was thinking by being a part of this, from the title to what transpired in the video. There was not one thing funny about that. Well, now Tiffany Haddish is breaking her silence because paparazzi caught up with her at LAX, and she's revealing because of these allegations, because of this lawsuit, she has no jobs in sight.
I gotta know, how does it feel to have that behind you? I know that was probably a stressful thing.
You think?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Do you feel like, that there could be some damage done, to the career, off of this? Because it's behind you now, but like, is that something?
Oh, I lost everything. All my gigs gone.
Really?
Everything gone.
So, I mean, are you? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's a bad look. But now that they changed face,
I
you
don't
feel
know,
like
bro.
you regain your.
I don't have no job.
Well, look.
I don't have no job, bro.
So TMZ reports this to say Tiffany Haddish says she's without a single job after being accused of what she was being accused of in this lawsuit, even though the lawsuit, as you know, was dropped yesterday. We got the comedian actress Wednesday at LAX and talked with her about Jane Doe dropping her claim within this lawsuit. They say while it could have certainly been viewed as Tiffany clearing her name, it doesn't seem that she sees it that way because she tells our photog she lost everything in the wake of this. Another photog asked how she was feeling now that the saga is over, and she said that she was relieved, noting her main concern here was the actual accuser herself, the child, Jane Doe, and as well as her brother. As for Aries Spears, I thought this was also interesting as well because he was also cleared after this possible settlement. And the reason why we keep saying that this was a possible settlement after this dismissal was Jane Doe's statement yesterday. Basically, it was just about Tiffany Haddish, no word on Aries Spears. Speaking of Aries Spears, when Tiffany was asked about Aries Spears, her response was really interesting. Tiffany's clearly creating distance, saying she doesn't speak for him, nor does she affiliate with him anymore. The photog also asked if she's worried about more people might come after her with allegations, and she seems defiant, telling him if anyone does, whatever they might say is fake. Well, honestly, when I heard this story, Tiffany, I thought it was fake. I said, why would Tiffany be involved with this? Aries Spears, on the other hand, well, But come to see the actual video footage, and at one point she did call it a shakedown, and then she backtracked and posted this message on Instagram. I know people have a bunch of questions. I get it. I'm right there with you. Unfortunately, because there is an ongoing legal case, there's very little I can say right now. But clearly, while this sketch was intended to be comedic, it wasn't funny at all. And I deeply regret having agreed to act in it. I really look forward to being able to share a lot more about the situation as soon as I can. Look, I don't know what Tiffany could say. I found it interesting when she says that she was concerned about the children. The first thought that came to my mind, were you concerned about the children when you took them to this audition or to this skit? Because like I said, I just don't get in her right mind or wrong mind where she thought that this skit, this comedic skit, was okay. And specifically to have children that you actually have a personal relationship be in it. And I don't deny that maybe the parents also signed off on this, and maybe the parents were shaking her down for money now. All of that can be true, but you put yourself in a position of being involved. Should the parents also be taken down for what they will? Karma is a mother. Just saying. However, you also play a role, especially now you're the most famous of everyone involved. And I'm sure if there is a settlement, and I believe there is a settlement, that you are going to be the one most financially responsible. And now I'm not surprised that right now she doesn't have any jobs. And look, you know, when we report on these stories, we do not seek joy in people's misery. However, we cannot in any way be like, well, the consequences of what you decided back then. But I don't think it's over for Tiffany Haddish. I believe talent can overshadow some of the things that have happened in the past, or if you had to make a misstep. Look at Will Smith. I know Will Smith is on a whole other level, but she's a part of that. She knows the Smiths. She's friendly with the Smiths. I'm sure they are reaching out to her and providing comfort. Don't be surprised if you see a Red Table Talk with Tiffany Haddish. Just saying. But like I said, there is no excusing what we saw in that video. There's no excusing involving children that are, first of all, involving children. Second of all, involving children that you know and maybe love, because if this was your friend's children, like, how do you make an excuse for that? You don't. And I can tell based on her responses to the paparazzi, she's not trying to make an excuse for it. Guys, I want to know your reaction to this latest update when it comes to the Tiffany Haddish lawsuit, which was dismissed yesterday, with a statement from Jane Doe from the lawsuit. If you missed any of that, be sure to check out those videos from yesterday. And as always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.